Brother Noompsi will have it all, and like so many before them, will lose it all too. They'll rise and they'll fall. They'll cheer and they will cry. Succeed and fail.
Every band goes through it, and Noompsi will too. I don't care how successful you are. Somebody dies or gets hurt. Somebody gets arrested. Somebody gets a big head. Somebody loses it to drugs and or alcohol. Somebody gets all caught up in love. For Noompsi, it'll be almost everything.
It all starts with Juan. I mean, come on, he's the front man. The front man, 90% of the time, is the loose cannon that goes off and brings nothing but disaster. In Brother Noompsi, it will be no exception. It all starts when Juan Lugo goes on the hit show My Mama's House. Everything seems fine, but little does Juan know, the police are waiting outside for him, ready to strike tragedy upon Brother Noompsi. Juan, for years, is downloading his own songs illegally off the internet, which we all know is a horrible, horrible offense. One of the worst things you can do.
Brother Noompsi suffers a huge blow. Their credibility is sunk. The once innocent Juan Lugo is found guilty beyond the hard shadow of a doubt. Juan is sentenced to 30 days in jail and is fined $20 million, which nearly puts him into the punishing bonds of poverty. And then, he disappears.
You guys seen Juan?
Not me.
Not me. You're looking all over for that guy.
Juan!
Hey, Juan, come out if you're here.
Juan!
Juan, are you here?
Where are you, Juan?
Alright, in that case, if we're not gonna practice, then I think I'm gonna go over to London's house. So, see ya.
Who's London?
Dude, London's that rich girl. She's inherited all that money. She doesn't do anything.
Oh, cool. Alright. Hey, let's play this one, remember?
Okay, London Weston is a millionaire. Hot, rich, does nothing but party with the stars, and like all celebrity males, Mike falls for her. But what he doesn't know is that she's a manipulative snake. She'll spend years getting into Mike's head, playing with his emotions, draining his pocketbook and his soul simultaneously, until finally she crushes his heart at the most convenient time for her and the most inconvenient for Mike and the band.
What's up, dude?
Dude, you find Juan?
No, dude.
Dude, what's the matter with you? Your ride's DVD broke again or something?
No, she dumped me.
Dude, who dumped him?
London.
Dude, who's London?
Dude, she's the hot rich girl. Inherited all that money. She doesn't do nothing.
Oh, dude. Cool, dude.
Half of the group is missing, and John and Chris are puzzled. With no sign of their frontman and no certainties of their virtuoso bassist, the two of them are forced to sit and wait until their own faults wreak detriment on their envied lives and take hold of their future, like a slithering boa constrictor that's really pissed off.
There's nothing to do except wait around and live your normal life. Write some music, hang out with friends and family, perhaps spend a lot of money. At least that's what Chris is gonna do. He takes his money and he goes on a bit of a spending splurge, we'll call it. So he decides he wants to get into real estate. He buys 3 fairly expensive buildings in downtown Chicago, and suddenly people are wondering how much money he really has.
You know, I am one wealthy MF.
I can say that, right? Wealthy? I mean, people don't want to be me for no reason.
Along with major property he purchases, Chris will go on to buy 3 yachts and an island off the coast of Tijuana. Chris spends over $32 billion, and people start to ask questions.
I've always been a good friend of Chris. We've known each other for years. I also know that Noompsi's a $3 billion industry. For him to have spent 2/3 of that amount must mean A, he's got everything they own, or B, he's stealing. I would have never thought of Chris as a thief, but I was wrong.
Chris is stealing, and not just from anyone, and not only money. He steals the identity of DJ K Money.
I'm not surprised. People always try to bite on my style. They always want to taste and chew on my bit because they know I'm the one, and that's it. I would never suspect it from my man, though. That's a knife in a player's back, and that player's me. I thought the threats in the pen were bad. You gotta hear all the messages left on my sorry cell by the credit card companies. They're some ruthless motherfuckers, you heard? Shit.
DJ K Money presses charges. Chris is sentenced to 5 years in prison for his crime. His Merlin-like fingers will never grace the neck of another helpless guitar again. And what of John?
Mike? Juan? Chris? Mike? Juan?
Chris?
John is now all alone and really unsure of what's happening. Mike is still missing. He hears about Chris and he's freaked out. And then he finds out that Juan has been tracked down and is living in Nepal with monks. John gets a message on his phone, and it's Juan, telling him he's in Nepal. He won't be coming back. He's discovered his love for Buddha and has started a new band.
Pops Lugosi and the raisins. I might actually have 4 raisins, like on a stool. You know, I'm gonna put a microphone up to the raisins to see if, you know, people can connect with this idea while I'm going off on the stage, you know, getting down on some, you know, some good solo career music.
Loneliness and uncertainty put their hands around the neck of young John. Alcohol and drugs become all he knows. John completely breaks down. He takes everything he can to ease his pain. But as with every hip celebrity who supposedly has it all, his pain only increases, and his health decreases. But worst of all, he loses his highly valuable coordination.
It's heartbreaking to think about how someone so young and successful and rich and talented can ruin their lives with drugs and alcohol. I wouldn't recommend that to anyone who aspires to be on the world stage.
By the time Mike comes out of hiding from the world of sadness and woe is me, it's too late. No one is left. Noompsi is finished.
Chris? Juan? John? John?
Mike? And that's it. That's the future of Brother Noompsi. They don't pay me to be a music and pop culture expert for nothing.
After looking ahead of the music of Brother Noompsi, I think we can all learn from it. We are only human. No matter how talented, rich, and great we are, or think we are, we're as vulnerable in life as the next man or woman.
And so say we, and so it will go. The normal world will await its next champion of the pop world, for it is nourished on the success and artistry of people like those who comprise Brother Noompsi. The spotlight the lavishness, the excess that will be placed in the hands of the fortunate will continue to mesmerize those ungifted and unbeautiful. Ahead of the music, it will be no different for Brother Noompsi.
Well, sure, any stupid band can go out there and win the hearts of millions. They can experience our fortunes and our misfortunes, but they will never be Brother Noompsi. Brother Noompsi will build the extension to the coach house of rock and roll.
How y'all doing out there? Thanks to our friends who came out to check us out. We got a website, brothernoopsi.com. Check it out, y'all. It's a new thing going on here.
Sound so soft and don't get the impression that's where you'll find pity. It's not something you have, more like something you be. You are depression. You might even be the best, but there's competition. Like everything else, you'll be put to the test. You have to be on the top to reach down below. When you're in the rubber room, it will stop when dead you drop. Thanks for coming to the show. Well, somebody yells jump, somebody's fist start to pump, somebody yells for Barabbas. Somebody asked, what the hell is this? Well, it's not a question, it's a declaration of a lifelong dream realized. It's the rubber room, viewer discretion is advised. You have to be on the top to reach down below when you're in the rubber room.